Fuck no, I ain't played Florgan Brothers. Nah, I don't think so. Nah, today's stream is gonna be chill. It's gonna be chill. I just wanna chill. Relax. You stayed up all night? Oh, why did you do that? Why? Why did you do that? For fun? Alright, I see. I suppose. Alright. Hello! Welcome! Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? Welcome. How are you doing today, folks? How you doing? Doing good? Alright. It is 5:18 here. 5:18 p.m. here on the East Coast of North America. It is Sunday, July 17th, 2022. Summer's in full swing. The weather outside is it looks really good actually, and it's very nice and cool. I got the window, no AC today. Got the windows open, a nice cool breeze flowing in. I just got the fan on, and that's pretty good, all things considered. Hope you're having a nice, chill summer afternoon like I am. Breaking in new footwear sucks. Oh, I know how you feel. I have a new pair of shoes actually that I'm like avoiding wearing because I don't want to have to break them in. But I will eventually. All right. Yeah. What's good, everybody? What's good? Welcome to today's show. If you on the off chance that you don't know what it is we do here on the Baaulp stream, Sunday is the stream about nothing, chat. Sunday is the stream about nothing. Alright? I turn everything on and we don't do anything. This is a stream where I do absolutely nothing. Alright? So I'm sitting here. I already had my coffee too. I'm sitting here. I already have my coffee, drinking some water. And nothing happens. I'm wiping my mouth like I'm some kind of like southern gentleman after I drink my water. Baaulp Sabbath stream? That's a good name for it, honestly. That's a good name for it. The Baaulp Sabbath stream. Honestly, I like that. I'm gonna think about that. Cause I always thought like these streams need a better name than Sunday stream. I forgot, yeah. The Baaulp Sabbath stream. Alright. Hope you guys are doing good today. Hope you guys are doing good. Like I said, summer's in full swing. It's Sunday the 17th. We're halfway through July. And then soon it'll be August. And before you know it, autumn is here. Alright. But yeah. So, elephant in the room. I don't know why I said elephant in the room. Doesn't elephant in the room usually mean something bad? Or does it just mean like obvious? Well, either way, we had a charity stream. We had a charity stream. It went until like noon today before Wayne just kind of collapsed. Let me take a peek at the final like donation. Like where are we at? Wow, so we raised 50. So it's funny. It's funny. It's funny, chat. So Wayne, like, he just flat out gave up. I mean, he didn't give up. You know, his body couldn't handle it. He had to go to bed. But the way charity streams are supposed to work, you're supposed to like close it. You're supposed to end it. So, he didn't hit the button. So donations are still being accepted, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, right? But donations are like, it's not the event. So technically the event isn't over yet. So what's funny right now is that Mira is currently streaming, which, by the way, Mira is currently streaming in place of Wayne. Mira is trying to beat Kingdom Hearts 2, I guess, instead of Wayne. And she's taken it upon herself to kind of keep the donations rolling, to keep the donations going. It's gone up a bit since. Yeah, it looks like it's gone up a bit. I remember it being lower than this. But I'm just going to say, I'm going to say it's like technically over because it kind of is. Although we got a few donations rolling in here and there. So, hey, if you missed out on the event, technically it's not over yet. And if you still want to donate, technically you still can. But I'm just going to say it. We raised $56,883.76. That is a lot of fucking money. Holy shit. Yeah, the main event is over, but the donation link is still up. So if you like couldn't make it or whatever, you can still raise a lot of money. So we are very happy that we managed to raise that amount. We are very, very pleased with ourselves. We did hit our goal of 50,000. We did hit our goal of $50,000. Not as high as the year we did No Kid Hungry, but money's money, and this is going to a very, very important cause. Was that the 24-hour charity stream? What game did you guys play? Wayne played Kingdom Hearts 1 and then tried to play Kingdom Hearts 2 and couldn't make it and went to bed. And we kept him company. That's usually how it works. Wayne is the one that suffers, and we gotta keep him company. One of these years, we gotta do it we gotta do it where everyone is in the same place. And I want Wayne to still be the one suffering, but I want like a separate camera so that you can like see us just chilling and hanging out and having fun while he's suffering. I think that dynamic is like really important. I think that dynamic is like really important. Yeah, I think that dynamic is like really important. Where like he's still suffering, but like the rest of us are just like chilling. We're like eating pizza. I think the charity streams wouldn't be as funny if that wasn't the case. Because I guess that's just the dynamic that we have. Anywho, yeah, but yeah, we're like over the moon. We're like over the moon about the amount that we raised, and the charity that we picked is very important. I mean, I did the spiel on Wayne's stream. Do I have to say it on my stream? I don't think I do. This is a non-profit. Yeah, as a Texan myself, it's useful. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, like it's I did the spiel. I don't want to repeat myself, but yeah. And besides, and like Texas is also a big state, so I'm hoping that money goes towards helping out a lot of people. Texas is a fucked up place right now. a lot of my friends live there, but it's a fucked up state right now, and to be honest, I don't know if I would move there myself. it was a lovely spiel, by the way. Well, thank you. But yeah, the charity's over, technically. I mean, officially over. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say other than we raised a lot of money and that money's gonna go towards that charity and that's that. I don't know. I'm not a. It's funny because like when it's a funny bit, I'm like usually pretty good at promoting it. But I don't know. When it's an important cause like this, my mind comes up blank as to what to say. I don't know. Good cause. We raised a lot of money. Enough said. You know what else is there to say? Give Wade a huge congrats or something. He did good. I mean, he always does good. He's the to some degree it is a group effort. But if I was to be honest, it's really late. It's really with the charity streams. Like with other streams, it's like me and Wayne and Scorpy and Gurr and like everybody who pitches in, right? But with the charity streams, it really is Wayne. Wayne is the one that does the like. It's really him. He's the anchor. He does the lion's share of the work. You know, because like we want to Holly's doing a charity stream next week. On the 23rd, if you just so you guys know, but like we all want to do charity streams, but when it comes to like the charity streams, Wayne is like really puts it upon himself to do the bulk of the work. So Wayne will say we, and Wayne will say it's a team effort, but if I'm gonna be honest, it's like 80% him. It's like 80% him. The rest of us really do just like help out here and there. We hang out with them, we read donations, we give the spiel, we talk while he's, busy and distracted or exhausted. But like in terms of like setting it up, like picking the we help him like pick the charity too. We help him with like logistics and things like that. But like he does a majority of the heavy lifting. So it really is him. The Minecraft charity stream was certainly a team effort though, right? That was still mostly Wayne. That was still mostly Wayne. That was still mostly Wayne. Like yeah. So, we can take credit, but if I'm gonna be honest, 80% of the charity streams is Wayne. Absolutely. Like I think we help him pick the charities. And like we go like, oh yeah, it's great, we should do another charity, and then Wayne, like when Wayne hears that, he just goes. Usually with Game Clam, for example, with Game Clam, it's like it really is a team effort. We all do like equal bits. We all work on it equally. Not with the charity streams. Nuh-uh. With the charity streams, it's like 80% Wayne. It's crazy. He really cares. I mean, we all care, but like he really puts it on himself to. He really puts it on himself to like do it, not just the staying up for 24 hours, but like everything. So, you can thank all of us, but you should definitely, absolutely thank Wayne because he's the man. But yeah. I don't know if it's just like my personality, but like, charity stream came, went, it's over. I'm not even thinking about it anymore. I don't know if that's a good thing to have or a bad thing to have when you're an entertainer, but like the moment it's done, it's like, all right, it's like, it's over. All right. On to the next thing. You know, that's just how some people are. Yeah, that's the way I am. I don't dwell on it. Like when I finish something, I just was like, all right, I'm gonna chill out for a little, relax, and then it's on to the next thing. I relish in the victories. I do, but I don't like, I don't I don't like sit on it for too long. But but yeah, it's a lot of fun. Those charities are a lot of fun. You guys want to know a little bit about how like the sausage is made in terms of being a semi-successful streamer? I get a lot of offers, in particular to do charities, and it's always so awkward for me. It's always so awkward for me because part of me is like, oh yeah, other people are approaching me asking me if I want to get involved in their charity event, and part of me wants to say yes, not only because it's a good cause, but you know, it's like, oh yeah, Baaulp, you should network, you should, you know, get in contact with some people. But then the other half of me is like, well, we do our own charity thing, and I don't want to make it sound like a competition, but I always like, oh, don't worry, I network. Don't worry about it. I do. I rub shoulders with people. But it's always awkward because in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, if I did this alone, I would probably raise like $5,000 max. And if I did a charity thing with the rest of the team, we would get to pick our own cause, which, by the way, you know, you sign up to do those charity things. It's whatever they pick, not what you pick, right? So, you know, you wouldn't get to pick what they do. You know, you just say, yeah, I'll help, or you don't help. And then there's always this idea with me where it's like, well, if I did this as Baaulp, I would get like $5,000. But if I do this with the crew, we could A, pick our charity, and B, we would raise a lot more money. You know? So, you know, if you're watching, I apologize. If you're watching and you're like one of those people that has contacted me in the past, or you're thinking about contacting me, you know, if you're watching this right now and you're like, how come Baaulp never says yes to our charity thing? Cat's out of the bag. Sorry. We get to pick our cause, and we, you know, it's more fun when we get to pick our thing that we always think is more pertinent, like bail funds or access to abortion or whatnot, and it's always more fun when I get to do it with my friends, because, you know, then I'd be doing it with strangers potentially, you know, and I get to do it with my friends instead, and we get to almost certainly get to raise more money, you know, than, you know, if it was just Baaulp streaming for charity, I might raise like $5,000, which, again, $5,000 is better than nothing raised for charity, but, you know, then I could be like, you know what I mean, you know? It's always awkward, so I always just decline those offers, because we do our own charity thing. So, again, if you're one of those people and you're watching this live, or you're watching the VOD, and you're like, wow, I see, Baaulp always says no to our charity thing, and always, you know, but them's the breaks. Cat's out of the bag. Ask me to do something dumber. Ask me to do something for profit, because me and my friends got the non-profit thing. We got it down. We're good. We got it. Besides, it isn't just that I get to do it with my friends. It's that I get to just do whatever. You know? Like, I would never sign up for GDQ. You want to know why? Because I'd have to act professional. You know what I mean? On Wayne's stream, I was just like burping into... I don't know why I was burping so much. I don't know why. I don't know if it was what I ate or what. Oh, you want to know what it was? I still have the can. I should throw this away. I'm being a slob. It's the fucking coffee I had. This has nitrous infused milk in it. Maybe that's why I was burping so much. 100% the worst part of having a medical job is that you have to be professional and respectable. I can't let everyone know I'm a little freak. Yeah, I know how you feel. This is the first job I've ever had where I've been allowed to be a freak. Even the chocolate shop, I was like very professional. By the way, one of the best things that's ever happened to me, it was the Valentine's Day rush. It was Valentine's Day. Very busy. Can you imagine a chocolate shop on the week of Valentine's Day? Insanely busy. But I went into a trance-like state that week. And I went into a trance-like state that week. And I was like, I'm just going to show up. I'm just going to do a good job. Because I like this job, but it's going to be fucking busy. And my boss pulled me aside and she was like, wow, you're doing great. Like, keep it up. I was like, okay. And but then the same day, someone, after buying a bunch of chocolate from me, they're like, hey, can I shake your hand? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know why, but okay. And he was like, oh, because you're doing such a, because this is the best like retail experience I've ever had, or something like that. Or so he said something like that. And he's like, wow, you're like the best salesman I've ever talked to. And my boss literally was like, wow, I've never. And by the way, this is not like a new shop. The boss is like the owner of the chocolate shop, and she's been in business for like decades. And she was like, wow, I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. So maybe I should be an actor. Maybe I should be an actor. Um, but yeah, but yeah, like if I like volunteered to work like a GDQ, I don't think I'd enjoy it. You know, because I'd have to be too professional. I mean, see, clearly I'd be able to do it, but I wouldn't be. You know, I wouldn't. My heart wouldn't be into it. You know, on Wayne's stream, I can like burp and fart. I could be all sorts of nasty, and I could say fuck. Did they let you swear on GDQ? I didn't watch this year's GDQ. I don't know why. GDQ is family friendly, so no, you can't say fuck or bitch or shit. Damn, that sucks. Can't talk about Pete. You can't. Yeah, I don't hate GDQ, but it's just like I don't hate GDQ. You know, obviously it's for a good cause, but like I'll admit that it's not cool anymore. Does anyone get that feeling? Like it's a good cause, and I'll never be like, oh, it's bad, but it's not cool anymore. You know? It used to be like this weird cool thing, and now it's like family friendly, and and like I don't know. I feel like if I watched, it'd just bore me, and not because I like hate speedruns either. If you wanna, if you wanna have an event that rivals GDQ, you should have GDQ, but you're allowed to say swear words. It feels a bit more corporate, I think. I mean, corporate sucks. You have corporations trying to not look corporate for a reason, because it's lame. You know, you don't have to change anything else. You don't have to change anything else. Just like let me say like fuck and shit. Yeah, yeah, GDFF, games done fucking fast. Yeah. GDFQ, games done fucking quick. Yeah. I joke, but you know, it is the way it is, you know. Because if you want to help more people, it is the way it is. If you want to help more people, you gotta get more corporate. It's an unfortunate consequence of being in a capitalist society, you know. Like we raised less money this year with this year's charity stream than like we didn't do one last year because we didn't have time to, but we you know we raised what am I trying to say? You know, we didn't raise as much money as the year we did No Kid Hungry, but No Kid Hungry also had like corporate sponsorship, you know, so you know it is we know them's the breaks. That is in my vocabulary now. That is just in my fucking vocabulary now, huh? It's in there. All it took was hearing it once. Them's the breaks. Yeah, item label didn't show up this year. Still went over the goal though. Oh yeah, like we knew we were gonna raise less money. We set our goal. We set our goal. You know, we set a accurate goal. We're very happy about that. But yeah, aside from the charity stream, that was a lot of fun. Wayne definitely overestimated though, or underestimated how hard he thought the games were gonna be. I didn't say nothing, but you know, Wayne took severe damage. Yeah. Aside from the charity stream, I've been streaming. I've been working on a few things. Oh, by the way, so because of the charity stream, we actually delayed. So with the podcast, we normally record the podcast the third Saturday of every month. That was yesterday. But we were doing the charity stream. So, we're actually going to record the podcast this next Saturday. So, the 23rd. So, we do a podcast. It's called the Where Do We Begin podcast. I do it with some members of the crew. I think everyone in the crew has been on at least one episode of this at this point. Oh god, I'm burping again. So yeah, it's me, Trog, Logger, and Wayne. Every once in a while, Scorpy, Holly, and Mira show up. And it's a lot of fun. So I just put in chat. A link to my Twitter, my YouTube. But most importantly, that last link is a link to the Where to Begin podcast. And we might have a bonus episode for you too. Depending on when it comes out. I'm not editing it, actually. Someone else is. No spoilers though. No spoilers though. But yeah, there's a bonus episode, but yeah, we're gonna record a new episode on Saturday, and so if you want to send in, I don't remember. I do not remember at all what we even talked about the last episode. It was a month ago. It's a monthly podcast. Mummies Curses. That's right. Do I have a mummy sound? That is vaguely spooky. That's a long clip. Why is that clip so long? It's like 20 seconds long. Anywho, but yeah. Send your emails to podcast@radiotv.solutions. That's podcast@radiotv.solutions. So if you want to send an email to the podcast, you want to bring up what you think a cool mummy's curse would be, if you just want to bring up something funny, feel free to send an email. You don't have to answer a question. You can just talk about some stupid shit. Yeah. Yeah, or your grievances. Yeah, I love me them grievances. But yeah, we're gonna record, and I think we are going to have a bonus episode. I don't want to spoil what it is, but we did do something special. I don't know why I'm making this up. Is the email on the podcast website? It is. Let me check. Hold on, let me check. Oh shit. See, whenever someone asks me something like that, I get nervous. Cause I don't know these things. I don't remember everything off the top of my head. Fuck. It is. We do have the podcast email on the description of every episode. Good enough. Good enough, yeah. Oh, that's funny. It's like not in our FAQ. Our FAQ is old as hell. Whatever. If you're listening to the podcast, we tell you where to send the emails to. All right. Okay. So whatever. Whatever. It's not like the podcast makes me any money yet. Yet. It will. It will someday, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I believe you'll be sponsored by a mattress company one day. Before we do any sponsored, I say we. The podcast is weird because I'm the guy behind it. Like, I think it's like we like the group has come to an agreement that the podcast is like my thing. Like, it's mine. So I think I've talked about this before, but like before I do a corporate sponsorship, I think I'm more likely to start a Patreon for it. And if I'm gonna start a Patreon for it, I think I'm gonna do a Patreon for like not just the podcast individually, but I think like everything that I do. I think the Patreon, if I start one, is gonna be like for Baaulp, and it's gonna be like streams, videos, podcast, like the whole kin caboodle. So, and I'd post pictures of like some shit. But the thing about a Patreon is that like I don't want to make a Patreon where like I use it as an excuse to just like get money. You know what I mean? Like, I if I were to start a Patreon, I want to like make it like you know you're getting something. You know, I'll figure it out. I'm in an okay shape. I'll figure it out. I'm okay. One step at a time. That's all I always think. What was I talking about before? Oh yeah, podcast. Yeah, it's not too late to send an email if you want to get in on the next episode. I'll give you guys a hint though. I'll give you guys a hint though. Keep your email short. People who send like it's not that I don't want to read a long email. It's like keep your email succinct. Cause some people send in emails where it's like, here's my grievance, and here's a mummy story, and here's my lunch from 2 days ago, and here's a story about my dog, and it's like, no, like just like one of those things. That's it, and keep it short and sweet. You know. You know. I'm a long-winded person too. Have you seen me? Have you been watching my stream? Have you been listening to my stream? I'm like, I will repeat myself. I'm extremely long-winded, but you know, I've learned that if you're gonna, you know, keep it in writing, keep it short, sweet, and to the point. If you can fit your thing in, like, if you can fit your thing in into like 3 sentences in the email, you're gold. But yeah, podcast is coming up. Surprise mystery episode is coming up. I thought the point of email segments was to have more content. This is a man. This is gonna make me sound like an asshole, but not from the listeners, from us. Like, we want to use the emails to spur conversation, but like, I'm not just gonna like, I don't know. I'm not just gonna like read emails and make the episode, you know, about other people. I mean, to some degree, it is, you know what I mean. And you know, I guess that comes across as a little narcissistic, I guess. But like, you know, it's not like we're not doing a podcast where like the person is like the highlight of the episode. You know, we're really just trying to spur conversation. It's an easy way to spur conversation. Like a conversation, but take over. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of. You never want to like, if you ever do like comedy stuff, you never want to like depend on other people to be funny. That sounds really mean, but like, you know. Why are you guys even comparing my podcast to other podcasts? When I've described my podcast as literally an anti-podcast podcast. Like, this is the podcast for people that hate podcasts. And if you like podcasts, I don't know, you can listen to it if you wanna. I won't stop you, but not for you. You know? Like, fuck podcasts. I hate I don't genuinely, I like don't listen to any podcasts. I hate them. But I made a podcast for people that hate podcasts. I like the way you run the podcast. Is the only one I can actually listen to all the way through. Wow, that's a big compliment. Thank you. You have a point. Your podcast is the first I didn't drop after 5 episodes, so you're doing it right. Hell yeah! That's a feather in my cap. I feel like I was talking about something before the conversation like started. Um, but like, I forgot. That's what these Sunday streams are for. See, normally I'd beat myself up about it. I was like, oh, I don't know what I was talking about. But I guess on these Sunday streams, I don't have to care. Yeah, who cares what I was talking about? If I forgot about it, it must have been not that important. But yeah, if you guys want a quick Baaulp update, aside from the charity stream that I was on, aside from the podcast, I am. How many viewers do we have? Okay, how much info I reveal is literally based on how many viewers um we have. All right, we have 84 viewers. Yeah, okay. So, if you guys know me, I have this like ebb and flow where I like stream a lot and then I do very little of everything else. And then But then I like I said, it's an ebb and flow. So I'll have moments where I'm like that, and then I'll have moments where like I stream very little, but I'm doing a lot outside of streaming. This is this whole month I've been in the latter. So in May I streamed like a fuck ton, right? In May I streamed a fuck ton, and I felt like I streamed a lot in June too. In June, I looked at my numbers and I was like, holy shit! I streamed a lot in May, and I streamed like even more in June. I thought I was gonna like slow down because May I was doing like the API stuff because Twitch was putting me on the front page, but I was like, okay, yeah, I'll calm down a bit. But like without even realizing it, I streamed even more in June, like almost double more. It's kind of crazy. I don't know how I did that. But this month I am slowing down. In part because my plate is starting to get full. Projects. So like videos. I want to make more videos, either for myself, and for others. I'm gonna keep coy. You can probably guess who I'm working with. Like don't expect my YouTube channel to like suddenly spring to life. But you'll notice more uploads here and there, and I'm gonna keep streaming, but expect the streams to not be like these like insane long, like super crazy streams. I'm gonna keep them maybe they'll be a little shorter. But I appreciate your support nonetheless. But yeah, I'm working on videos for myself that I'm really excited about. I'm working on things with my friends. Oh my god! More fun stuff with my friends. I just remembered what I have coming up, and I can't reveal that. People would kill me if I revealed that. But I feel bad when I have to be secretive, but I just remembered what I thought. Like I just remembered what we got coming up soon, and you're gonna have fun with it. So I don't know. If you ever like wonder what if you ever wonder, here's the thing. Me and the team love to keep secrets, but if you ever like wonder what we have coming up next, while we will never reveal what it is, I like just look at what we made before. Just look at what we made before. I feel like at this point we really do have our own particular style. I guess, is it a style? I don't know. Is it a style? Can we call it a style? Would that be fair? I think we have a style at this point. I don't know how much of that style is, style is due to circumstance of the way we do things, but oh, oh well. Makes it even better when we do find out. I'm glad you like the surprise. There's definitely a uniqueness, yeah. I damn, imagine not having your account verified. What does that mean? What? You're a first time chatter. So what? I got Twitch 4 days ago. But was that supposed to? This is a small chat, dude. You ain't fucking watching Germa. You ain't watching Germa where your message gets drowned out like in half a second. There's less than 100 people here. You just walked into like a fucking company meeting, saying some bullshit. Yeah, I have protect. Yeah, if you're referring to like the security stuff I have set, so I have it set so that if you want to talk in my chat, you need some combination of like, it's like a security thing against bots. So like, I think the way I have it set right now is, let me actually go check. I can check actually. Okay. So everyone needs to have a verified email. So you need a verified email account. But if you don't have you need a verified email account, and if your account isn't older than a month, you need to put in a verified phone number, which part of that makes me unhappy that I have to do that, but fuck it, fuck you. Fuck yeah, fuck you. There's bots on Twitch. Fuck, I hate bots. And I feel like that does a decent job of filtering people out. What are you, a bot? Oh boy, I'm gonna have dinner soon. Oh boy! But yeah, well, you enjoy that shit, Rotten Witch. Enjoy that shit. Have a good dinner. Man, I don't get you. I don't get white people eating dinner so early. See, here's the thing. I don't even get hungry at 6 o'clock. I can't have dinner at 6 o'clock. I'm not even hungry at 6 o'clock. But then again, that might just be my parents that raised me. We always eat dinner late. Maybe I just adapted. I don't have dinner at a set time. I just eat whenever. Man, so I didn't leave the house today. I want halal guys so fucking bad, dude. I want halal guys so bad. Fuck. See, I wasn't thinking about it. Like, ever. Like I love it, but I wasn't like thinking about it. Oh my god, Wayne ordered halal guys during the charity stream, and now I can't get it out of my head. I want it. I want it so bad. I want it so bad. Oh my god. Halal guys is like it doesn't even need to be halal guys. It can be like, you know, cuz you go to New York City and you can like there are like street carts that sell that shit. But cuz it's not like it's just halal guys that makes it. It's like a thing. It's like a New York kind of it's like a Northeast thing. Uh man, it's fucking good. Oh yeah, for those of you that have never had halal guys, I made a big deal out of it because like you eat it for the sauce. You eat it for the sauce, and like you don't want to know what the sauce is. It's just white sauce. It's just white sauce and red sauce. That's it. Don't think about the sauce. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's oil and garlic and lemon and blah blah blah. No, it's white sauce. And if you want spicy, it's red sauce. I don't want to know what it is. I don't need to know what it is. You know, you don't need to ask the question. All right, it's white sauce and red sauce, and you drench that shit in the white sauce. I want that shit swimming. All right. There's a place closer to me that does the same stuff, and white sauce is the world. Oh, yeah, that shit's good. I love halal carts in Philly, but I'm one of those freaks who doesn't get white or red sauce. I mean, you're probably healthier for it. You're probably way healthier for it because the white sauce is just like, you know, it is just like I forgot what the name, I forgot what it's called, but it is just like oil and garlic. Like it's not, it's good for, it's not good for you. Like it's funny because Wayne was looking at like the cow, like Wayne's on a Wayne's trying to get fit, so he's working out and he's on a diet, and he you know he's like, oh wow, halal guys is pretty healthy, you know, if you look at the calorie count. But like you get to the very end of like the online ordering thing, and you like add white sauce, and it adds like 400 calories instantly. And if you want extra white sauce, it's like 800 calories. It's like, oh shit, you know. So you're probably better off, you know, if you don't like the white sauce, you're probably better off. The red sauce probably isn't as dense though. Hot sauces, if you want a diet tip from Baaulp, um, if you want a diet tip from Baaulp, hot sauces are not that bad. Hot sauces, especially vinegar based ones, usually don't. They might have more salt. That's the trade off. They'll probably have more salt. Like for example, like a teaspoon of sriracha has more salt probably than a teaspoon of ketchup, but it's gonna have way less sugar. So if you're on a diet and you're trying to avoid calories, go with hot sauce instead of like other condiments. I still do that. I like spicy food, and I will dip my fries in hot sauce and not ketchup. Because that's I'm trying to avoid sugar. Does Boston have Tex-Mex? Dude, Boston doesn't have Tex. or Mex. It's sad. We have barbecue places here, but like the barbecue places in the north, like in Boston, like in the Northeast, up here it's treated like a restaurant. So like a few months ago, me and my friend Mike went to a barbecue restaurant where you sit down, they give you a menu, and you order like a plate like ribs, or you order the brisket. But that like it's not like Texas. I went to Texas. You go to a barn. They give you a tray. You fill up. You keep pointing at stuff. The tray gets filled up, and I'm happy because I get to eat 4 pounds of meat. And you know what's insane? I feel like you would pay as much in Texas than you would with barbecue in Boston, but you get like a little plate of meat because it's like a dish. It's like it's like you're at a restaurant. It's crazy. Um, and nah, we don't really have Tex-Mex. It's funny. We do have good Mexican places. We do have good Mexican places, but we don't have Tex-Mex, and we sure as hell don't have barbecue. I mean, it's not like bad. Like it's not like you bite into the brisket and it's bad. It's actually pretty damn good. But it's like the vibe is different, Like in Texas, it's like let's eat a bunch of brisket. It's here, it's like let's go to a nice restaurant that has barbecue. That's the difference. It's not the same. Hey, I'm gonna take a quick break. So I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna take a break. We are gonna run ads. My apologies. We're gonna run ads. 3 minutes of ads. Don't sit and watch the ads. Sorry, but don't sit and watch the ads. Get up out of your chair. Take a break. Use the bathroom. Get some water. I'll be right back in 3 minutes. Thank you. Okay. The subs is still here. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'm I'm gonna I'm gonna get a snack. I want a snack. I'm allowed a snack. Hello? Gonna close the meat room door. You want to see the meat room? It's really anticlimactic. There's not much to see. The name makes it sound more exciting than it actually is. No, no, no. The meat room is actually kind of gross right now because there were moths in it. We actually took care of the problem. I haven't seen a moth in a while, but it's like gross. I don't want to show it off. Sorry. I'm actually gonna let this get a little soft. But we've heard so much about it. Ow. My headphones are getting stuck in my hair. Moths are nice when they're outside. I agree. They're really gross when they're inside. Alright. I have to. I'm obligated to be boring for like another 30 seconds because we're still on ads. See ya, simpleton. I don't know what you're doing, but see ya. Hey, all right, we're back. Hello. How's it going, everybody? We're back. I got my snack. This is Diana's. I think I ate one on stream already. This is Diana's frozen chocolate covered bananas. This is what happens when you're this is what happens when you get old, guys. I don't have ice cream or popsicles in my fridge. I have frozen fruit. I mean, it is covered in chocolate, so it's not that healthy, but I have frozen fruit. Because I have to trick myself into being healthy. No popsicles here, just frozen bananas. Bananas, yeah, I don't mind this. I like this. I have a friend who recommended this, and it was like, and she was like, "Oh, this is my favorite." Uh, and I was like, you know, I do like bananas and chocolate. And she was like, "Yeah, try it." I was like, I finally found this. It's not in every grocery store up here, but I was like, oh, they're nice. You should try blending that treat and putting it in coffee. Oh, I'd never even considered that. I guarantee bananas and chocolate in coffee is to die for. Yeah, I'll try that. I'll try that. I don't know. For some reason in my head, like chocolate and coffee, cool. That's great. But for some reason in my mind, I'm like, bananas and coffee? Would that be okay? But I think it would. I'll think about it. But yeah, these are great. And I don't feel too bad because it is chocolate, but it is a banana. Man, this really is a stream about nothing. You're watching me eat a banana. Damn. They let people do this on Twitch? Just do nothing? Feels illegal. If you are a 100k streamer, you could do anything. That's what it feels like. That's what it fucking feels like. It's crazy. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining about big Twitch streamers, because to be honest, I don't really like care about them. Like for me, Twitch is a platform that allows me to do my own thing. You know, I'm not jealous of big Twitch streamers. If you want to know who I'm jealous of, all right, okay, I'll let you in on who I'm jealous of. All right, I'm not jealous of big Twitch streamers. I'm jealous of like big comedians. You know what I mean? That's what I'm jealous of. Like, I want what Deal Hamburger has. Or I guess that's not their real. I want what Greg Turkington has. I'm jealous of Greg Turkington. Not even joking. Like I would love to be like I would love to be big enough that I could sustain myself and work with cool people like Tim Heidecker and be in like these really crazy things. But also like nobody like hassles him because like he's not famous enough that he gets recognized on the street. And he also just like he gets to do his weird shit. That would be great for me. You know, I guess to that degree, I'm also jealous of Tim and Eric. I'm also jealous of like Nathan Fielder. Uh, I feel like yeah, like Connor O'Malley. Because I feel like I'm jealous because I don't have that right now. But that would be my end goal. You know, that's my end goal. Like I want to be able to do what Connor O'Malley or Nathan Fielder do. Like I want to get there. That's why I'm jealous. I guess the jealousy doesn't come from a bad place, but it's like, damn, I wish I had that. You know. Um. Oh yeah, I've heard the rehearsal's good. I need to watch that. I haven't gotten around to watch it yet. Don't tell me to watch it, or else I'll never watch it. You want me to watch the rehearsal? You better shut up about it. Or you better you can spoil me if you wanted to. Just don't tell me to watch it. Because if you tell me to watch it, I'm never gonna watch it. You know. But yeah. But I'm not jealous of like mega celebrities. You know what I mean? I don't think I'd want to be like a big celebrity. That sounds annoying. I mean, being rich sounds great, right? But like there's like having enough money to get by and being so rich where I imagine it starts to become a problem. And before you know it, you get like a Kardashian like trying to get in your pants and like I wouldn't want to be that rich. Sounds annoying. You know? Everyone's like, oh, you get one dinner with Jay-Z. You get one dinner with Jay-Z. It's like, I don't. Jay-Z seems like a great person, but why? Like, I want to get dinner with my friends, not Jay-Z. I don't know Jay-Z. It'd be awkward. You know? You know what I mean? Like, I'm a big nerd. If I went to a show and they sat me next to Ariana Grande, like I don't know what I'd do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what am I gonna do? You know? So I don't want to be that rich, and I definitely don't want to be like a big Twitch streamer. Talk about donuts. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to be a big Twitch streamer either. Germa really hasn't figured out. Like, I want to be big, but I want to be big and I want to be able to do crazy stuff, and then like that's it. Because you look at those big Twitch streamers like XQC or like any of them, and it's like they either do one of two things, right? It culminates into one of two things, right? When you're one of those big, and again, like I don't think about them too much, but someone brought it up, so I might as well talk about it because I'm trying to kill time while I'm trying to stay entertaining while I'm eating a fucking snack. From what I can gather, once you get that big, you just end up being one of two things, right? You end up being one of two things. Like, yes, I know you're the guy that streams MMOs. Yes, you're the person. You're the musician. You're the music. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever you did doesn't matter, because if you get that big, you will naturally fall into one or two categories, because you gotta have to. You either become the person that lives their life on stream, like you wake up, you stream, you eat your meals on stream, you know, you're streaming like 10 hours a day, right? I wouldn't want that. That sounds gross. You know, like, and it you know, oh shit, banana, banana leaking. What? Oh, I think that like oh, I better eat this fast. Fuck. Fuck. Well, shit. Um, so eating on stream, which I guess is what I'm doing right now. What is that fucking heartbeat noise? I don't think it's from my stream. Um, yeah. You either turn into someone that lives their life on stream, and that doesn't seem fun, or you don't stream all the time and you don't live your life on stream, but you become like a thing. You know what I mean? Like, you become like a character. And I wouldn't want that either. I don't mind playing a character for like a show, but I wouldn't want to become a character. Like, there's no adequate way to do this. Fuck it. I wonder if that's part of the reason streaming as a VTuber is becoming popular. That way, there's a clear division between you on stream and you IRL. That is absolutely the reason why VTubing is is popular now. Because that, I guess that's like the secret third outcome, right? You're either a VTuber. Well, actually, no. In that case, you're like playing a character, right? But yeah, like that's what I mean. Like, once you have like a 5-digit view count or higher, it's like Twitch just pigeonhole. It's like Twitch as a system just pigeonholes you. So like you pick your poison. Either live your life on stream or become a character. And I don't think I would want to be that big, because I don't want to do either of those. You know what I mean? Sounds terrible. You know? You have for example, and I'm not like recommending these streamers. So, okay. I'm not recommending these streamers. These are just big streamers that I see at the top. So before anyone was like, "Oh, is that who Baaulp watches?" Wow, like no, I don't watch Twitch. In fact, if you really want to know what I've been watching, I've been rewatching just because the world is so fucked up right now. I've been rewatching the 5-part documentary series by Adam Curtis called "Can't Get You Out of My Head." I highly recommend it, but only if you like really scary documentaries about your own life and the world that you live in. He also uses a lot of footage of war and people getting assassinated. So if you're not into documentaries where they show real people dying, don't watch them. Just warning you. But if you can't handle that, it's great. And he's not doing it to be edgy either. Like he's doing it to show you the fucking history. Yeah, hypernormalization, that's also him. Bitter Lake, that's also him. He's a very good documentarian. Yeah, if that sounds too intense for you, stick with Ken Burns, you know, talking about baseball. Or but I do recommend him if you can handle something that intense, because to be honest, it is just a very interesting and honestly scary accurate take on why the world that we live in is the way it is. Simple as that. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Okay, so like, yeah, I am not like recommending these Twitch streamers because I don't watch Twitch aside from like aside from my friends and fighting game tournaments. That's it. Twitch for me is my friends and fighting game tournaments. That's it, right? But like, there's XQC. Believe it or not, XQC started off as a pro gamer. He was a pro Overwatch player. And look what happens. He gets popular, and all of a sudden, like, what is his stream about now? Now he just lives his life on stream. Because that's what the system does. Resubscriber. Yo, male wife for the 25-month resub. Much appreciated. Shouts out. Thank you.
Oh shit, it's Baaulp's day.
It is. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the resub. Thank you. But yeah, like, there's that, right? And like you have like who's someone else that fits that bill? Oh yeah, there's I forgot what his name is. Maybe someone can correct me. But he does like he tricks the Indian phone scammer people. Who's that? Does anyone know their name? I don't want to. Kitboga, yeah. So Kitboga is a streamer who his thing, right? Is he will uh so I the he his thing is he will like fight, I guess fight, I don't know if fight back is the right word. He'll basically like get connected to Indian phone scammers and like expose them and like, you know, make them waste their time and this and that, because honestly those people are awful. But those people target primarily people with disabilities and people with who are elderly, right? Those are their targets, right? Elderly people don't know don't know how technology works. So when you tell them to go to Target and buy like 50 $100 Target gift cards, they get freaked out and they do it. Um, but like because of that, the way he tricks them is he turns on a voice changer, right? To sound like an old person. To sound like an old woman. And if you like, have you guys noticed that like he's falling into the trap? When he was on Germa's Dollhouse stream, it wasn't just him. It was him pretending to be an old granny. You know, it's starting to happen to him. So if you get popular on Twitch, you fall into one of two categories. You either live your life on stream or you turn into a character against your will. It's terrible. It's terrible. You know? That's why I want to get more popular on Twitch, but like I want to get more popular on Twitch, but it's relative. Like if I would be unhappy if I had a 5-digit view count. Like I would never want more than a 5-digit view count. Like I know when I was put on the front page, I had a 5-digit view count. And I'm not gonna lie, after like thinking about it, I wouldn't want my stream to be that all the time. That would suck. You know? Like uh like that's more than like that's too many people to have fun. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like max would be 9,000 people. That would make me happy. But I would never want more. I would never want like 50,000 people. That would be at that point like chat doesn't exist to you. You're just kind of streaming and chat is just there. Right? Like maybe 10,000 people, sure, but like 20,000 and up, your chat is like uncontrollable at that point and it's like it's nothing. And I also don't want to be pigeonholed. I don't want to be pigeonholed. I don't want to live my life on stream and I don't want to become a character. You know? I think if I did end up that big as of a stream, I think if I did end up that big as a streamer, I would like stream like once a month. And I would make it like a show, you know? That's kind of how Germa does it, but Germa still plays games. I would seriously just do like one big stream a month. Yeah, like or like just enough to pay the bills or like to pay for the next project. Cuz like I would not want to interact with a chat with 50,000 people the same way I interact with you guys. Like you can tell like nobody even attempts that. Um or hell, at that point, I would try to pivot into being. At that point, I would just try to pivot into getting a TV show. Like fuck it. Or like being an actor. You know, I'd get an agent and I'd be an actor at that point, and then I'd do a stream once a month. I Yeah. The I don't know. The other factor I don't like is like Twitch chat is vicious. And I don't mean like they're not like vicious in like the oh you'll get trolls and you'll get mean people. Cuz I have a thick skin. I can handle that shit. When I say that they're vicious, I mean like they're vicious for like what they want. I think that's why people get pigeonholed so easily. You know, like they label you as something, and then like and that's you. That that's you. That's it. It's like it's over. You know. I don't know if I'd want to be in that position. Part of internet fame in general, yeah. It's like people are vicious in the sense that like they want to like have that parasocial like your average Twitch viewer is not cognizant of that shit. They want that parasocial relationship and they want it now. You know? They donated 500 they sub to Amaranth every month, and by golly they want her to say thank you. Well, I don't know, she's twerking or something. You know? This topic's kind of depressing. Oh well. I hopped into Germa's stream for literally 5 seconds and saw exactly what you just said. Nothing but Andy and Psycho 20 times. Kinda. You know what's funny? You know what's so funny? Germa's from Boston, and he is just like a guy. He's just a guy. You come to Boston, you'd find Germas left and right on the street. But all of a sudden on Twitch, he's like, he's a jester, he's just a crazy guy. He's so crazy. But like, Germa is just like, dude, you'd love it. You'd love Boston. Boston's full of those guys. Some of them might be racist, but full of those guys. You walk into any Dunkin' Donuts here, you'd find a Germa. K-pop boy for people who take Adderall. Like I said, come to Boston. You'd love it. You'd love it. It's the Boston Municipal Water. Yeah, I think like German's just a guy. Like, obviously, it's not like he's just a guy. Like, you tune into a Germa stream and he's trying to entertain people. He's trying to be funny. But like, I don't take this out of context, because I'm not saying that Germ is not funny, but it ain't like the guy's like fucking, it's not like the guy's like Dangerfield, not like he's like Seth Rogen, you know what I mean? Like, he's just, I look at Germ and I just think like, yeah, he's the guy from Boston. I've seen that guy. I know that guy. He's a moderately attractive white man who's funny. That's all there is to it. I'ma be real. You guys want me to keep it real? Okay. Always? I think I've talked about this before, too. Okay. When I went to Boston public schools. Okay? I went to Boston public schools. I think I'm not joking. I think almost every school I went to, maybe not like elementary school, but almost every school I went to at lunch, the lunch tables looked like they weren't actually, I'll get to that in a moment, looked like they were separated by race. Now the teachers were not making kids sit, you know, in specific seats. It's like here's the cafeteria, here's a bunch of places to sit and eat your lunch, and it was the kids doing it themselves. And what I realized eventually was people weren't separating themselves by race. People were separating themselves by neighborhood. Now, Boston is better. I would say Boston is better than some cities in the US in terms of equality, but it's not perfect. And you definitely get neighborhoods. Boston is like Chicago, where, it's not perfect. Hopefully it's getting better. Hopefully we're not going backwards, but it's definitely not perfect. And you definitely get neighborhoods where it's predominantly of a certain race, because at some point the city was a lot more racist and redlining was a lot more prevalent. And yeah, like that shit just happened. And we're still seeing the ramifications for that. So people weren't actually separating themselves by race. What was happening was the kids from Southie, like you can almost imagine, like you can imagine it. Like let's say it's your first day of high school. Oh no. Lunchtime? This is a big school. I don't know anybody. Well, I know what I'm going to do. I'm from Southie. I'm going to sit with the other kids from Southie. I might even already know some of them, right? And then if you're from Roxbury, you're going to sit with the other kids that live in Roxbury. If you're from, Dorchester, you're going to sit with the other kids from Dorchester. And because Boston, like a lot of cities in the US, is still feeling the effects of racism and the racist policies that used to be in place decades ago. It kind of looks like kids, the Asian kids sit with the Asian kids and the white kids sit with the white kids, and etc. So how does this relate to Twitch? Twitch is white. Twitch is hella white. Twitch absolutely has a diversity problem. Are you kidding me? Twitch absolutely has a diversity problem. Have you noticed that most of the top streamers are white? Right? They're white. Most of them are white. A few of them are Asian. A few of them are black. A few of them are Hispanic, Muslim, whatever. Right? But most of them are white, and that is on purpose. That isn't Twitch, and a lot of people will be like, oh well, Twitch should be trying to be more diverse. Well, Twitch should. I think the problem goes deeper than that, right? Because the reason why I was talking about the my high school lunchroom earlier is like, if you look at the statistics of the users of Twitch, they're mostly white, right? They're mostly white. Who's the target? Who is the average? If you had to paint a picture of the average Twitch viewer, I would say that they're male, white, 18 to 27, straight, cis. That's your average Twitch viewer, right? And so, like, to me, it just makes sense that all your top streamers are white, because, like, if straight white, if straight cis, I'm tripping over my words. If cis straight white men are 85% of your user base, why are your, I don't expect any, I don't expect the reflection. I expect that to be completely 100% reflected in who the top streamers are, right? So I think it's not a, I actually don't, it is a diversity problem, but I don't actually blame Twitch. And someone in chat said Twitch has such a racist history in terms of what was tolerated. Yeah, because its viewer base is mostly straight and white, right? So a lot of people go like, "Oh, you need to be giving more." I think that I think this is one of those things where unfortunately it's like out of Twitch's control. Right? Like Twitch would have to change their user base or really change the minds of their users first and foremost. You know what I mean? I think the problem runs deeper than that. It's more complicated than just being like, well, Twitch needs to put more diverse streamers on a pedestal. And, you can see what happens there. They just get hate rated, because they're not white, not straight, not cis. And you know, it's I'm not gonna claim to have the answer to it, but if you really want Twitch to be more diverse, you gotta like change the minds of those people. You really do. They're trying. They're absolutely trying. That's why they're doing like, the Black History month and the, Asian and Pacific Islander month and the LGBTQ month, Pride month celebration thing, right? They're trying to that's why they're trying to do that. They're not trying. But to me, the problem runs really deep. It's a it's a society problem. I don't know what they're gonna do, because to really fix that problem, to make Twitch a more fair platform for streamers that aren't just white men, the way you do that is you have to change their minds. Like, the viewership has to be different. Either the viewership changes and gets more diverse, which honestly might be the way to go, honestly, right? Or you change the mind, like you make those people not racist. Straight up. You know? And you know what the scary thing is? Now here's where I get really real. You want me to, all right, you guys were like, "Oh yeah, Baaulp, keep it real." Do you want it to be really real? Huh? Here's the real thing. I think part of it, and this is not going to be an easy pill to swallow. This is not going to be an easy pill to swallow. But I think in a lot of people, and I'm just going to be blunt, like white people. It's white people. It's not I do see it in people of color, but not as often as I see this in white people. Even people who think they are doing the right thing, like, I notice it. They really have their biases. I realized this when I was in college. So when I was in high school, I was going to public school, and my friend group was actually pretty diverse. And we were all, this was Boston Public School, so we were all city slickers, right? We were all city slickers. So, we had no qualms about going to, wherever, to the corner store and getting some, and doing this or doing that. No qualms about it, right? Because when you're a city slicker, you just go. You live here. Or else, yeah, I want Mexican food. Yeah, I know. I'm a Chinese kid, but I love Mexican food. Hell yeah. You know? Let's go get some papoose. Like you are just living in it. But when I went to college when I went to college, that was my first contact that I really had outside of the internet with people who they meant well. They were not racist. They were not racist at all. Like, these were not bad people. But they still had within them, I don't know what you want to call it. Whether you want to call it biases or brainwashing, or they had been acclimated, or like, mental connections or what. But like, I thought it was, I had friends who learned prejudice. I don't know if, see, I don't know whether to call it in prejudices. Cause it was like more innate than that. It wasn't like they had, cause learned prejudices are like misconceptions that they would have. And they didn't have misconceptions. They weren't racist. They did not have misconceptions. But like, it would be things like they would be very hesitant to get on the subway. And I'd be like, why? They'd be like, oh, I hate the subway. And it's like, well, why? It's like a good service. It takes you around the city. And then they would be like, oh, let's go to the movies, but I want to go to this specific movie theater. And I was like, we could go to this movie theater. And they'd be, and it's not like I'm taking them to the fucking, to like the middle of nowhere. It's not like I'm taking them to like a bad neighborhood. It's just like, no, let's go to this other theater, because this theater is in downtown. It's packed. It sucks. And like, they just had this thing ingrained in them to never want to look beyond. Like, they never wanted to look beyond what they knew. If that made sense. And I don't know whether it comes from a place, and I hesitate to call it learn, because a lot of people in chat are like, learned prejudices, ingrained thinking. Like I said, these people were very liberal. They were not racist. They did not have preconceived notions about me. They did not have learned prejudices. But they just like did not. They just had like this aversion to things. And I think that is what's gonna hurt those people. It's gonna hurt others, and it's gonna hurt people. And I use the word hurt because, yeah, it's gonna hurt people. It's gonna hurt them. It's gonna hurt others. That kind of behavior is not good to have. And there are some areas where it's not going to like matter. Like with food, okay, you don't want to try a pupusa. Lack of pupusas is not going to send you to the hospital, right? Like, not wanting to eat pad thai is not gonna hurt you. You're gonna miss out on something really tasty, but it's not. You don't go to the hospital for pupusa and pad thai deficiency. You know what I mean? But like, it's Ursula K. See, you're starting to see. I'm starting to reveal how like not learned I am. I stumble over. I'm really rough when it comes to talking about this stuff. But like in this case, Ursula K. Le Guin was talking about women and being a woman. But she has this poem where she talks about no matter what, every woman still has the voice of a man in them because of society. And I think it goes beyond that. Like, if we're going to take, because she was writing specifically about women and being a woman and what that meant and what society thought of you and how you were judging yourself. I think she's right. But if we're going to take a step back even further, I think a lot of people have that, not just women. Oh, was that Margaret Atwood? Fuck. Oops. I'm bad with names. But yeah, like, if we're going to take a step back, it's not just women that have this. I think everyone has this. I don't even want to say that, like, people of color are immune to this, because we aren't. Because we're people too, and we have brains too. I think there's just something fucked up right now about society as a whole. Where, like, and it's more prevalent in some people than in others. But, like, you have that. Like, no matter how right on, I'm down for the cause. It's like, you cannot get these people to change. And, cause like, the reason I bring this up when we were when talking about Twitch is like, I'm not going off anything concrete, but like, let's say, okay, 85% of Twitch's viewers, of Twitch's user base is white and male and straight and cis. But you might be like, okay, but surely they're not all racist. They're not all sexist, right? They're not all, they're not all homophobic or blank or whatever, right? So why aren't more diverse? Why isn't so? Then why are all the top? Right? Because sure, some of them are, unfortunately, but not all of them. And you would hope that a majority of them aren't vile people that harbor those beliefs, right? So why are Twitch viewers? Why are they still flocking? Why are the white streamers still the most popular? I think it's like, it's innate. It's really dark. I think these kinds of things are really dark to think about, because it's like, fuck, how do we fix that, right? How do we fix that? I don't know. Like, it's real fucked up. But I think to some degree, it's like, there has to be a way to fix it. I don't want to live in a world where there isn't a way to fix that. Maybe there is no fixing it. Maybe we just have to wait for the next generation, or the generation after that, that isn't even thinking about race. You know what I mean? But I think, like, to some degree, like, that shit is like innate. And the reason why I think that is, there's that. Like, I had to, like, like, when I was in college, I had people I knew that I, like, really had to, like, drag them out of their comfort zone to do anything. And the other reason why I say that is, like, I'll see someone who I knew for a fact did not harbor any hate in their heart. They're not racist, they're not sexist, they're not homophobic, nothing. Yet they were white and straight and male, and all their friends were too. I was like, I would be like the only Asian guy they knew. And it isn't like they were, they weren't any of those things, but it's like something about them was just, that's it. Like, it was just innate. And I think Twitch has the exact same fucking problem. Where, like, I think the reason why white streamers are the most streamers that like make it big are white is because like something really deep down inside, and it's not even a Twitch problem at this point. It's like a society problem, you know. It's I think it's a little scary to think about because I think the if the problem really runs that deep, how do we fix it? I don't know. And the thing is that like you're like, okay, well, the reason why I say it's dark is because like those people, even if they don't view themselves as that, it has implications. Technology, for example, I'll speak to some an area where I have expertise, technology. I saw an article last week. You know how when you go to the you know how they take your pulse now when you go to the doctor? They put the little clip on your finger, right? You guys know what I'm talking about? I don't know what that device is called. But like they don't check your pulse the normal way. They still check your blood pressure the normal way, but like when they check your pulse now, they put that clip on your finger and it works. It turns out oh, it's just a heartbeat monitor? Okay. It turns out those devices only work well if you have light skin. And I saw an article like last week or maybe this week that was like, yeah, if your skin, the darker your skin is, the less accurate those are. And yeah, and in that scenario, it is a case of medical racism, but it's not just medical. I remember when the Kinect came out, and it could not detect black people. Like no fucking joke. Like if you had dark skin and you stood in front of a Xbox Kinect, it just didn't work for you. You know? And when I say that like even liberal people have that like in them. Even if they mean well, they have that in them. That's what I mean. Cuz I don't think the people making those like I don't think the developers of the Kinect are racist. Right? I don't think I don't think the people making those pulse monitors are racist. But that's where it manifests. That like innate element of that's where you see it. That's where it manifests. You forget, or you don't think about it, or I don't need to try a pupusa, right? That's how it manifests. And it has like real ramifications in our society. And I don't want to get too like into it because like I said, this shit's really depressing to think about. It's really depressing to think about. Yeah, it's a really serious stream, huh? Oh my fucking god. Let's talk about names. I'm about to go on break in like 3 minutes, and I'll run some more ads. I also do want to get up out of my chair and stretch, but like, FYI for anyone, and I'm not, FYI, if you're watching me right now, FYI, if you're a person of color, and you don't have a generic whitish sounding name, get one. Get a nickname. I'm not even joking. Get a nickname, put it on your resume. They're not gonna hire a Jesus. They're gonna hire a James. Straight up. Why do you think? I'm not even joking. Why do you think every Asian person has a white person nickname? Like, it's not even fucking joking. And guess what? It's not just the trick that you use if you're Asian. Like if you're any other kind of race, do it. And here's the thing, it's just your resume, right? If they ask you what's really your name, you tell them your name. But it's like, "Oh, but I go by Eric or Cindy or Jack." Oh my god. Places that demand your photo for resumes sound fucking psychotic. I would never work there. I'm white, but I kind of have a weird name, and I wonder what people think when what they look like when I read it. They probably think you're a minority. And if you've ever been rejected for a job, you know that's why. Dude, that's fucked up. All right, we're about to go on another 3 minute break. So get up out of your chair. I'm gonna take a break. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Ads are gonna play. All right, nothing funny. So go get some water, use the bathroom. I'll be back. Peace. All right, I'm gonna wash my hands because I got banana juice and chocolate all over my hands. This is for subs only. Sub only. Sub only. Sub only tissue blowing. Alright. Welcome back. Hello, folks. Back. Hey, you know how most streamers are. You know how most streamers. What am I trying to say here? Fuck. What am I trying to say here? You know how most streamers will like brag about like, ooh, I got a new car because I make so much money on Twitch. I make so much money on Twitch. I'm gonna get, I'm gonna brag about, I got an ottoman from Target. So I can, it's sitting at the foot of my bed. It's pretty dope. It's kind of heavy. I put a lot of clothes in it, so I'm not going to, what is that? It's an ottoman. You don't know what an ottoman is? I'm not gonna show you because it's heavy. Just take my word for it. I'm not gonna show it to you, but it is real. No, it's like fine. It's well, no, I'm not gonna lift it up. I put stuff in there. It's heavy stuff. All right, it's like a big, wide, rectangular ottoman. Get back! Oh my god! Hold on. Here it is. Yeah, I lifted that with my back. I probably shouldn't have. Poor lifting form? It was for half a second, whatever. I've never heard about that type of furniture. I mean, you probably just never knew what it was called. It's called an ottoman. It's just an ottoman. I actually didn't realize they were meant to be storage. I thought they were just for sitting. Yes, they are normally for sitting, but there was a sale at Target. They were $25 each instead of $35. And these are hollow in the middle. So it's just an empty box in the middle that you can use for storage. And I have it's like the least exciting thing ever. I just have like sweatpants in there cuz it's summer. It's summer, so like I put like all like the like cold temperature clothing, like I have a few sweaters and like sweatpants in there cuz I don't need to ding them out. I don't need to you wear them for at least like 6 months, you know. So yeah, I didn't know either. I didn't think of it either. But my mom was like, "Oh, there's a sale at Target for these ottomans that are hollow and you can put stuff inside." So I was like, "All right, I know where this is going." So I got one for myself, but I also got two for my mom. She wanted two. Not one, two. So I got them for my mom. It wasn't, and I got one for myself for the foot of my bed. Bleeding you dry? It's my mom. It's my mom, and they're $25 each. It's not the. He's getting big Twitch money for ottomans. Chat, I want you to know that $50 probably doesn't even cover how much she spent on me at the Scholastic Book Fair when I was a kid. I had 3 of those Guinness World Records books. Those shits were expensive. Yeah, I have a nice thing. I have a nice thing on the foot of my bed now for me to sit on while I put my pants and socks on and shit. I didn't spend any money. I just steal the little erasers. Damn. Hey, I think it's time for a segment on the Sunday streams. I ramble, and now it's time for the news. In that you tell me the news. Not I don't tell you the news, you tell me the news. So, I kind of live under a rock, sorta, a little. So, what's been happening, huh? What's been happening in the world? I've been busy. I was doing a charity stream. I made some video. I don't know. What's been happening? That Resident Evil show came out and they talked about Zootopia porn and shit. It seemed weird. I have a question. Is that Resident Evil show a Netflix show? Bingo. It's a Netflix show, right? Let me tell you about Netflix's MO. Let me tell you about Netflix's MO. Let me fill you in on Netflix's MO. I have a Netflix subscription right now. I gotta be candid. I have a Netflix subscription. I got it because I wanted to watch a few shows they had. They also had Twin Peaks. I wanted to watch Twin Peaks, right? So I wanted to watch Twin Peaks, and I was like, well, they got Twin Peaks, which, by the way, they don't have Twin Peaks anymore, which is so fucking stupid that things can leave. But I wanted to watch Twin Peaks, and I wanted to watch a few other things. And I bought my Netflix subscription like a year ago, and every single day it gets worse. Like, it's like every week they announce, like, they don't announce a new show. No. I mean, like, every week they go like, hey, just so you know, Twin Peaks not gonna be on the service no more. Sorry. The week after that, hey, sorry about this, but Star Trek The Next Generation not gonna be on Netflix no more. Sorry. And it's like, it's that every week or every other week, and they replace it, and they do announce new shows to replace those shows, but it's like, it's never good, you know. And it's like, and I look at Netflix and I'm just like, what? Why'd I, like, everything I wanted to, and it's funny because so many people feel the same way. It's like, okay, so everything I wanted to watch is gonna leave the service, and you're replacing it with shit I don't want to watch. So now that Nathan Fielder has his new show on HBO Max, I think now's a great time for me to just cancel Netflix and get on HBO or something. Because, like, why am I paying for this if all the shit I want to watch is everywhere else? Anyway, um, what am I trying to say? Anyway, Netflix is a sinking ship. Like, I don't need to repeat what you've seen in the headlines. HBO is a sinking ship. They love transphobia and they hate making a profit and they hate it when their stocks go up. So they're gonna shoot themselves in the foot like every week. I go on Twitter and everyone is just talking about how Netflix is shitty, and the same conversation shows up every week, except it's something new that starts the conversation. Like, yeah, they fired all their animators. They're gonna make a big push for animated content. Nah, we're gonna fire everybody. Now their new like job application thing has a thing asking you whether you're a transphobe or not. It's like, fuck this, you know? And so the only reason, so what? How does this have to do with the Resident Evil show, other than that Netflix made it? Netflix is dying, and the only reason why they stay relevant is because they basically trick people. This is one of their tricks. Do you seriously think? So Netflix, they literally engineer their shows, right, to be a certain way. One thing that they do is they make sure in like the first 3 episodes that there, or maybe even in the first episode, there is something clippable that they know will be funny, whether people dunk on it or think it's cool on the internet. That line about Zootopia porn was not some writer being cheeky. That was there on purpose, because they knew people would clip it and put it on the internet, and then people are like, what? Oh, this is the Resident Evil show. They wanted Zootopia porn. Well, I gotta watch this. And that's why people stay subscribed to Netflix. It's stupid. I hate it. And by even bringing it up, you're falling for their trick. So, yeah. No more. No more tricks. I'm getting off Netflix. It's too shitty. I think I'm gonna watch like the 5 things I wanted to watch. They have like 5 more things I want to watch. I think they have like Taxi Driver. They have Taxi Driver. They have this like cooking show, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I think they have like Apocalypse Now, and that's it. Yeah, it's like that's it. That's all they got left. They don't have anything else. But yeah. But yeah. That's what I think about them dropping the line about Zootopia porn in the Resident Evil Netflix show. Any other news that isn't about stupid companies that make stupid decisions? Cool space pics. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that telescope. I mean, that's a pretty cool picture. It's a pretty cool picture, but everyone is joking about how, like, wow, people in the 70s already knew what space was gonna look like. This picture tells us nothing new. It just looks like this. They're kind of right. I'm sure if you study space in any capacity, you thought that picture was crazy, cool, and exciting. But it's funny to the layman. I was like, this just looks like the side of a van, and this just looks like a van or like someone's crazy poster. Bayonetta 3 news? Oh yeah. I want them to be able to zoom in on a galaxy and see something crazy like an elf. Yeah, call me up when you can zoom in on a planet and like spy on them. There's like an elf. I want to see. Yeah. You know what, NASA? I know you're watching. NASA, I know you're watching this stream right now. That shit's boring. I get it. It's you're doing research. I'm sure if you study space in any capacity, that picture was really exciting. But keep that to yourselves, because that shit ain't exciting. That shit ain't exciting. All right. You know what's exciting? Show me an elf. Show me an elf. I want to see. I want to see an elf. Yeah, one. It doesn't need even be more than one. Just one elf. I joke, but I feel like it's inevitable that these super telescopes are eventually going to see something unexplainable. That's the most exciting part. It's true. I want to see something crazy. I want to see something crazy, like an elf, like an elf, like an elf. Give me or like a gnome. I take a gnome. Doesn't even have to be humanoid. Show me like a worm. I take a worm. Show me a worm. A worm is too explainable. Yeah. I want to see some shit. I want to see some shit. Any other news though about I did hear about that telescope though. It was cool. Let's see. I cut myself. I cut myself. I cut. I cut myself while watching your stream. Uh, I cut myself while watching your stream. Oh, that sucks. Why'd you do that? How'd that happen? Damn, you're like the coolest person here. Are you? Are you playing with like a butterfly knife while you watch my stream or something? Um, I'm 2 months away from knowing almost exactly how much carbonated water I drink in a given year. All right. My art that I mentioned last week that was gonna be shown off at TennoCon. I know what that is. You don't have to say it. Got shown off for exactly 4 seconds. Aww. And it made me really bummed that like 2,300,000 people saw my art for only 4 seconds, and it probably didn't even process it. Hey, at least people saw your art. If you do the math, they looked at your art for a long time. Yeah, 4 seconds across 230,000 people is a lot. Just do the math. But congratulations, though, seriously. getting recognition, even if it's small, is nice. I would say it stings now, but you'll learn to appreciate it. So there's the telescope. There's the telescope. Stupid Netflix show. Anything like funny happen? The world is too crazy. Nothing funny happens anymore. Where'd all the funny news go, huh? The UK stuff? That's like, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, fuck Boris Johnson. That's funny. I know Comic-Con is happening next week. Anyone looking forward to that? I mean, what city? It usually depends on the city. Unless you're talking about like the big Comic-Con, like in San Diego. In which case, damn, that's crazy. I wonder what's gonna get announced there. I wonder if Disney is gonna unravel their next 500 movies there. They're gonna invent a whole new strain in there. Oh, don't remind me. That shit is depressing. They're making a new Spider-Man trilogy? Why? Why? Who cares? Oh hey, Bayonetta. Oh yeah. Bayonetta 3 trailer. I want to watch that. This game's actually gonna come out. Can't believe it.
More new faces, I see.
I'm still mad about the voice actor change.
You mean those weren't?
I mean, it's supposed to, I think it's like set in an alternate dimension. I think that's the story. So that explains why.
They're locals. In other words, they're part human.
Then perhaps a bit of fancy dress is in order.
I love the Bayonetta games. They're a lot of fun.
One by one, they'll get their hands on enough power to wipe out the whole Trinity in a snap.
This trailer though kind of sucks.
Thank you, Professor.
I hate these kinds of trailers where they just show a bunch of like
I think you'd
random
be a bit
crap.
more
But
perceptive.
I'm just happy this game got announced. Or not announced, like revealed to have a date.
I believe you two have already met. Let's go. This world is under my protection.
They're homunculi,
Yeah, like this.
man-made bioweapons. Look, we don't have time. If we don't stop them, this world is history, and reality as we know it gets wiped out for good.
And what do you expect us to do?
This is a very weird. Yeah, the pacing of this trailer is also weird.
He's somewhere in this world, and he can help us.
sent me to find you.
I believe I know why you're here. You're looking for a way to be happy.
Like, what is this? What is that? No one cares about that.
Remember you, Riot Girl? You.
Someone seems very interested in our arrival.
Is it him?
Lesson 1. Carelessness will get your tail snipped, kitty.
My name is Viola.
This is like a very weird trailer. Like, the pacing is weird. Like, it shows a bunch of characters that, like, are probably cool, but I don't, like, care about. I don't know who they are yet. People are saying you thought it looks like a little, like, Saints Row. Alright, what's the date? Okay, October 28th. Nice. Alright, I'm happy with that.
Subscriber.
Yo, Lazy Daisies. Thank you for the resub. 2 months.
2. Yippee.
I think they put as many things as possible because this game got no coverage for a million years. Yeah, that might be true. You might have a point with that. The graphics also look a little off, like Wii U type stuff. Yeah, I noticed that too. I think this game might be a victim of like too long of a development cycle, you know? Like, maybe this game has been cooking for a little too long. I'm excited though. Bayonetta's a fun game. I'll play it. I'll play it. I dig it. Any Speaking of games, any other game stuff lately? Or is it just Bayonetta 3? I like games, but I don't know anything. I'm like so out of the loop now. Saints Row reboot comes out soon. Yeah, I hope it's good. Power Wash Sim came out. I heard. I mean, I've been playing that game for a while now. But if did they add a new thing? Did they add a new thing for me to wash? Let me see. Alright, hopefully they did. Hopefully they add a new thing for me to wash in Power Wash Sim. That would be dope. Because I've already washed everything, you know? Been there, done that. Oh! You know what? Not about new games, but I do want to talk about it. I decided, I mean, it was probably, I mean, like, you could get the vibe from, like, by the end of the stream, what I felt like. You could already get the vibe, like, towards the end of the stream, that I was like, you know. What am I trying to say? I'm not gonna stream Disco Elysium. I'm just gonna finish the game myself. That kind of game, I just want to play it. I don't want to, like, wait for me to stream it. I don't want to wait. I don't want to, like, interact with people when I play it. I just want to play it. So, apologies. It's a great game. I hope you enjoyed the one stream I did of it, but I don't think it's the best stream game. So, I'm sorry about that. The VOD is up. I will, you know, I'll start the game, but I'm not gonna finish it. I think like it is like too Yeah, it doesn't like it's not the most visually interesting game to play on stream. I also put in. I also asked. I don't know now. I don't know if I asked in the right place, chat. That's the thing. I don't know if I asked in the right place, but I did send an email to Evo asking if I could get permission to restream Evo in August. I sent an email somewhere. It's also Sunday. I sent the email in yesterday, but you know, Saturday and Sunday, no one's at work, or if they wouldn't be at work. But fingers crossed, I get the okay and we can watch Evo. Oh, cool. Hopefully that'll happen. Yeah, me too. Evo's dope. I want to watch it. I don't see a reason why they wouldn't let me. And not gonna lie, chat. People do it anyway, and there's no way all of them get permission. So, you know, so hopefully I'll be okay. But I like to keep it professional. You know, I don't. I'm not the person running the tournament. I'm not the person running the show. I'm not going to just be like, hey, you know, oh, what's going on here? You know, I'm not. I don't like to do that. I want to, you know, I want to get permission from the people running the show that I'm allowed to do this, because I am just watching it. Oh. Well, what the, I'm fucking tired. I didn't even. I think it's the lack of sleep. I did not sleep well. I went to bed super late because I was on Wayne's stream, but I ended up waking at like my normal time, so I only got like. I didn't. I got like 5 hours of sleep. So, feeling kind of tired today. Curse of the 24-hour stream. I'm serious. I'm serious. One of these days, I want a charity stream where it is still 24 hours, but like it's just for Wayne. Like the rest of us still go to bed and have fun. But the rest of us just chill and like hang out. I'm amazed that Mira is still going right now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how she's like holding up. But she did wake up at like what, 4 a.m. or something? Sleepover stream? Yeah, it's a sleepover for us, and then Wayne is like suffering or something. That would be funny. I'm sure Wayne would be okay with that. What damn. I guess that's it for news, huh? I listen, I try to when I do like that little segment, I do ask that the news is like not too dark. But I guess that like what am I trying to say? I guess I can't blame you guys because it's not, you don't get to make the news. It's not like you guys make the news. And yeah, shit's been kind of crazy lately. They're talking about unionizing visual effects again, so that's good. Oh, when that happens, all hell's gonna break loose. Because that's the reason, that's like Marvel. Like, that is Marvel. You know what I mean? Like, that's Marvel. Like, that's it. Like, Marvel movies are like 80% special effects. Like, even scenes where it's just two people talking to each other is special effects. It's crazy. It's so stupid. Well, if you don't have any news, I have news. Boom. Check it out. It's back. Poi Poi Molcar. Driving school. I don't know how they do it, chat. But the Japanese are so good when it comes to twisting that cute knife. You know? The Japanese, they never just do something, you know. I don't know what it is about Japan where they're able to do this, but they never just like make something cute. It can't just be cute. You know? It's like it's like a knife, they stick it in you and they twist it. It's never that clean. They always just gotta like really just and it's so cute, right? Cause you know, I mean it. I mean I'm using violent imagery, but I mean it. They twist the knife with the cuteness. Cause think about it, they're not just guinea pigs. They're guinea pigs that are also cars. Right? And so it's like, okay, our miniseries did well. Well, now how do we expand this into its own proper like TV show? I know. The guinea pig cars are gonna have to go to school. And they're cars, so it's a driving school. And it's like, oh, stop. Enough, I can't take it. They're gonna make a show about guinea pigs going to school. I can't take it. And I'll watch it all. Yeah, I was at a Newberry Comics. Newberry Comics is like a local store chain of stores here in New England. Think like Hot Topic, but not as bad. And they still like it's less with clothing and more with like stuff. But they do have nice things every once in a while. And I went in. Newberry's used to be around here too, but they closed most of their stores. Really? Wait, is Newberry not a Northeast thing? See, I always assumed Newberry's was a Northeast thing because, like, yeah, I remember going to one when I was a kid. Wow. Okay, I guess they're not just a Northeast thing. See, it's funny because I always assumed they were a Northeast thing because we have like Newberry Street. And I thought that's like what they were named after, like Newberry Street. I'm looking this up. There's certainly a lot of them here. Newberry Comics. Yeah, they're all like in the Northeast. I'm in New York and I have no idea what it is. Okay. I don't know if that's like I don't know if that one closed or if like that was something they tried doing and it didn't work, Zekaran, but the only ones I know are in Massachusetts. Literally, there's okay, correction. There are 2 in Connecticut. Oh wait, no, not Connecticut, Rhode Island. I didn't zoom into the map far enough. There's 1 in Rhode Island. Oh wait. There's 1 in Connecticut. Hold on. It used to be a department store long, long ago, like 40 years ago. Huh, that's interesting. Anyway, whatever. I walked in and I did see a Pui Pui Mole car figurine. It was one of those ones where like you had to like it came in pieces and you had to like assemble it yourself. And then it was like a thing yay big. I didn't buy it. I don't know why. I didn't buy it. I should have pounced on it. I'm not impulsive. I'm not impulsive. But it means that I don't have nice stuff because I'm not impulsive. I should have bought it. Maybe I'll go and buy it. Fuck it. Maybe I'll go and buy it. Go back and get it and send it to me. Nah, it's mine. Nah, it's mine. Mine. I do any yeah. The nice thing about having nerd stores near you is they do get like Japanese import stuff every once in a while. That store doesn't have a big selection, but they did have like a tiny selection of mole cars. And a few Gundam things. A few Gunpla kits too, actually. But I'm not into that. I'd do anything for mole car merch. I mean, here's the thing. Like, it's, you know, maybe back in the early 2000s, yeah. But, like, nowadays... Yeah, like, nowadays, like... Pretty easy to be a nerd. Like, between, like, if you're into more mainstream stuff, like, even, like, Target will have some things that cater to you. Like, yeah, they sell Gunpla at Target. And, like, especially with the internet, like... It used to be, like, if you were into something, you still had to, like, hunt on the internet for, like, the weird niche thing that you're into. But now it's like, oh, yeah, you like Pui Pui Mole Car? Like, we got you. We got you covered. Nerds are marketable. They are now. They are now. I don't want to pay to import a huge mole car plush. I'm you know, okay, I'll be coy, but I have so many things from Item Label. I need to like get a big thing to hold them all. I need my dedicated Item Label box. I have a bunch of Mun-Muns now too. Yeah, I need like an Item Label shrine. Get one of those plushie hammocks? Honestly, not a bad idea. Oh, about the cranes. Hey, it's too much of a hassle to string them up. It's too much of a hassle to string them up. I'm sorry. But I started. I genuinely started. And it took me all afternoon. It took me all afternoon, right? Because you have to get like a needle. You have to get a needle, get the thread through the needle, tie it, and it's like, okay, 1,000 cranes. We're gonna string up 1,000 cranes. And I got to like, and I was like, I was doing this, but I was like, wait a minute. This is gonna take me so long? I already did the hard part. Why am I like inflating this? This is gonna take so long. So now, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to I don't got the fucking time. I'm sorry. I'm just too busy. I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna look up like I'm gonna have to figure it out. But I'm going to buy like one of those like it's like a picture frame, but it has like depth, and I'm gonna fill it with the cranes, and I'm gonna put it on the wall. A shadow, yeah, that's what they call it, a shadow box, yeah. Cause I did the hard part. I folded 1,000 cranes. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna put them in a box. Fuck it. I'm gonna put it in a box and like I don't know. I'll have it on my desk. It'll be a nice centerpiece. It'll look good, you know. Or you could just take a dozen of them with you around town and leave them in places to make people happy. No, I can't. Because it's like the Dragon Balls. They only have power if I have them, I think. They only have power if I hold on to them. If I give them out, they lose power. You know? Can't do that. You know, I'd have to, if I wanted my wish back, if I want my wish to become true, I'd have to like go around and hunt them again. And besides, it is like, I see it as an accomplishment. It's goofy, but it is an accomplishment. I'm the only person I know that folded 1,000 cranes. I might be the only person you know that folded 1,000 cranes. So I don't know. I want to keep it like a trophy, you know. Have it on my desk that's to my right. I did like 100 of those little paper stars once. That don't get you a wish. 1,000 cranes gets you a wish. I did that. I did that. I got magic powers. Yeah. I don't know. Alright. You want to know what I'm going to do tomorrow? You want to know what I'm going to do tomorrow? I think tomorrow... sleep. I mean, that's going to be part of what I do tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm going to go get a haircut. So my hair's getting long again. And I want to keep it long this time. But I think this hair in the front is poking me in the eye. I think I want to get a trim. Yeah, I'm going to trim it. I'm not going to get it cut. I want to keep it long in the back. I'm getting used to it. I am getting used to it, but it's the front. It's poking me in the eyes. If it wasn't for these glasses, I'd be so pissed off. But you know, I'm gonna get a haircut, and then I think I'm gonna go get halal guys because fucking Wayne reminded me I'm gonna do so much bad shit to my body with that food. I'm gonna relive my college years when you. It needs to be like drenched in that shit, chat. Like, I mean like drenched in that shit. Like, the meat's gotta be swimming in that fucking white sauce. Like, the whole plate's gotta it's gotta look white. Don't do that. It's very unhealthy, but I'm gonna do it. So do as I say, not as I do. But yeah. I think I'm gonna wrap up for today. I'm sorry today's stream was so serious. I mean, I'm not actually sorry that it was so serious. Because you get what you pay for. But I'm sorry today's stream was a little shorter than normal. Usually I go a little longer than this. And I'm also sorry that today's stream wasn't as funny. We just ended up talking about some serious shit. About, I guess, the world at large. And I guess I should also say sorry that, you know, it was sparse and maybe I'm not as high energy today. But hopefully it was enjoyable nonetheless. If you want, if for some reason you didn't know, for context, just a few hours ago I was on Wayne's charity stream, so I was already on a stream today, so you know, when it's just my stream, I can be higher energy. But today, you know, I was kind of like, ugh. And I was on a stream for like, how long was I on the stream for yesterday? I think I was on Wayne's stream for 13 hours last night before I went to bed. So yeah, I'm a little tired when it comes to streaming. But alright. But yeah, I'll be back next week with more streams, more fun stuff. We'll do some more fun stuff, okay? Is that okay? I think that's okay. We'll do more fun stuff next week. I'm going to figure out my schedule tomorrow, and when I do, I'm going to post it in the Discord, and you can also check on Twitch itself. I think one of these tabs down below me is like a schedule tab, probably. So you can go check that out. But until then, I think it's getting late. It's like 8 o'clock now. Starting to get hungry. Wow, Mike Frog, you have a penchant for just joining when I'm about to wrap up. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. All right. Have a good one, everybody. We raised a lot of money for charity. Woohoo! Charity! It wasn't on my stream, but it was on someone else's stream. Mirror's still streaming if you want to raid. Sure, I'll do that. Fuck it, why not? Alright. Okay, chat. Pile on in if you want to tune into Mira's like post charity stream charity thing. Okay. I'll be back next week, but until then, stay safe, stay wonderful. Keep on keeping on, and keep on being you. I mean it. Wherever you are on this big, beautiful earth, we're going to stay safe, stay happy, and be kind to each other, okay? Alright, I'll be back next week. More fun streams. Hopefully I'll have more fun videos done by then. We'll see. The train doesn't stop, folks. Thanks for buying me an ottoman. Thanks for buying me an ottoman. Bye. Have a good one, everybody. Peace out.